Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to get started on the SH Figuarts Kamen Rider 02. Now, despite what everybody else believes, I loved 01, so this 02 final form, A1 for me, right? That's the bias in it. But I'd be a liar to tell you that I wasn't disappointed in the fact that we didn't get some slight upgrades with him. I'd figured we'd definitely get those upgrades with him, and we didn't. So I'm a little bummed about that. Because with 01, he was at the age before we started to upscale our Kamen Riders. So he's being a little bit smaller, a bit of a step backwards for Bandai in terms of they could have upgraded him. Is it still a great figure? Absolutely. But in comparison to a lot of the new stuff we've been getting, a lot of people are going to feel like we got cheated. And the reason why that is because it still uses parts from that old mold with updated plastic. So, full transparency, my bias will show, but I'm going to be transparent. Now, I love the motif of Kamen Rider 02, and it's one of those things where I feel like the sleekness and simpleness of it definitely shine. There's still a great amount of articulation, but it could have served a great purpose like what we got with Saber, Revice, and and Geats. But again, it's still a final form, so I'm hoping it's one of those things where we definitely get to a point where we don't have to worry about that for 01, especially with all the new announcements of the new stuff coming. Now, again, another transparent point, I have already given him a neck mod upgrade. I've already swapped out the pegs. This is the original peg, and then I have the SHF upgrade peg in there. I'll put the link in the description as usual. Now, articulation wise, he only suffers really in the midsection. After giving him the neck upgrade, looking up and looking down through our armor are not any sort of issue whatsoever, right? Gives him plenty of room. We actually have the arm pull-out method. Our shoulder pads give wiggle room. You will have to be careful on your left-hand side not to damage your fin for your shoulder, for your V2 scarf. But you can still lift your arms up. Now, whether or not we can lift it up to do a T-pose, yes, we cannot do our T-pose. But, oh, wait, no, I could be wrong because my shoulder pads are loosening up. Hold up. I was wrong, y'all. I was wrong, see? And this is why I like to do stuff like this on screen with you. We can hit a T-pose. I'm going to be a little bit careful as I don't pop anything out. But with careful movement, it looks like hitting a T-pose is actually not an issue. All right, we can rotate our arms around. We do have bicep swivel. That is standalone from our shoulder pads. We do have a double joint. Yes, we do have a double joint. Had to make sure, right? We have SH Figuarts wrist peg range. Now our torso can go left and go right, and we still get an extension on a side to side. But going forward, it's going to be limited because of our 02 armor. Now, apparently, I've been told this gap, I know for a fact model-wise this gap is not supposed to be here, but I am told that Bandai is offering replacement parts to Japanese sellers. Whether or not US people will be able to get this, obviously not. So we have to hope that Japanese people are nice enough to send us replacement parts. But as you can see, this big, huge chunk here is supposed to be up in there with a silver part. So that was a mistake that was made. Our belt still wiggles with no issue. I don't mind the belt wiggling because the belt wiggling allows room for movement. As far as leg-wise, we still have the beautiful drop-down method, allowing our legs to get up a little bit past 90 degrees. As you can see, we have that 01 driver with the O2 attachment going over as it's supposed to be. I popped mine off, right? We have a thigh swivel. Let's fix that focus. We have our thigh swivel here, right? We can swivel outward. We are double jointed, and we do have beyond generous ankle pivot. So hitting your rider kicks should not be I pulled way too hard. So hitting your rider kits should not be too much of an issue, right? So if you want that real-time movie, you're going to get it, right? This is one of those simplistic, we have the means. I just really wish he was a little bigger. Also, our 02 key is removable. That way when you want to do your Rising Impact, Giga Impact, Terra Impact, whichever one. Now, leave him all posed up, right? Push that shoulder in. And now we're going to jump into our accessories, which doesn't come with a lot, but I figured we still go for it, right? I should have brought tweezers, but I'm still not Still trying to wind this out. Now, here we are with our 02 key closed up for when you want to do any sort of special or attach it into an item. A great example is going to be not this item. Whoop. This sword does not come with him, but I wanted to use it as an example because he still has hands for holding weapons. But let's say you wanted to add anything into the slots. There will be other slots for other items. I don't have them here with me. I apparently did not bring my attached shotgun out, so I should have known better. You will get a pair of the 02 hands. Alright, now we're going to jump into the size comparisons. The first thing I want to do is compare 01 to Izu. 01 and 02 and the Izu 02 version. Now, from what I've been informed, apparently, outside of some small parts differences, basically her torso, these guys actually share a lot of parts. I thought they were actually smaller, but when you look at it, they really do share a lot of parts, which is a little bit of a bummer, especially considering how long it took for him to come out. And also we see that 01 is a tad bit taller, which is crazy because you'd think that he'd be taller, but I don't know. I just feel like I think it's the neck area. His was already extended, so it's a little taller, which I feel like he should have been bigger. Now, his was crazy. Before we get into comparing the other 01 riders, when you compare him to Saber, Revice, and Geats, which I have a panda head on Geats, by the way, so you'll see that. So here he is next to Saber and Revice. And as you can see, these guys are scaled up for that new level of tech. They are much bigger than him. So I was really hoping that he would be scaled up as well, which sucks that it's not like that. And 01's one of my favorites, so like I said, my bias is going to show there in that. Then we have Geats here with the panda head from SHF upgrade as well, right? And as you can see, still bigger. Now, when we compare to other 01 riders, you'll see that he's in scale with them. So let's get to going with that, right? Here we are with Kamen Rider Eden. As you know, these two squared off in the intro of the real-time movie. I feel like like I said, these guys scale out a little bit better with each other. Oop, don't fall on me now. So they scale out a little better. Then we have Arc 1, which I had to open up my fresh one because I can't find my opened one. I'm not even going to take the plastic off of him until I find my other one. And this sucks because I really wanted to find my opened one. So there we are with Arc 1. He's a little bit smaller, but that's based off of what we've gotten with the Aruto body, which that makes sense considering story-wise. Here we are with Rushing Cheetah. She's obviously smaller, and when you put her up with Izu, it actually makes a lot of sense. Then we are going to do a monster from Lightning Collection. I love putting out the monsters, right? Here we have a Lightning Collection monster, big boys. Then we have, from Lightning Collection itself, here is Signal Man, one of my favorites from the Lightning Collection. I love messing with Signal Man. And then we have a Shunkocho Seiho Kamen Rider Kuga, which is also on that smaller line body and scales out pretty well with 02. Now, when you compare these guys to other lines, they are significantly smaller with the SHF stuff, right? So here we are with a G.I. Joe Stalker and a Fush Toys Ninja. And as you can see, they're under. Next up, we will use a Valorverse male body. See? Way smaller, right? Then we will do a Mythic Legion. Here we are with a Mythic Legion. So yeah. Overall, because I'm a huge 01 fan, this is still a great figure. But I'm bummed because I really wanted him to be bigger. But I'm going to make it work because you know how I get down. But yeah, if you're in the mood to help finish out and round out your 01 collection with this technical final form, this is definitely for you. Otherwise, I get it. If you have your Izu version, you're happy because some people are just Izu fans. So in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for enjoying. Shout out to all my Kamen Rider fans out there. Thank you for always wanting more of Rider videos. I appreciate you guys. And as always, please be good, do good, drink your water, guys. Later.